That's right, Goat. It is time for another news break. Welcome, guys. I hope you've been paying attention. It's been a very busy couple of days in our fair world, actually. On the weekend, we had a 7.8 on the Richter scale earthquake hit Nepal. Very devastating to that city. There's already 4,000 dead. It's a very large earthquake. It's been the greatest since the San Francisco earthquake in 1906. And apparently, because it's not as deep as most earthquakes, it actually makes it worse. I'm sure on the internet we've all seen the footage of the avalanche on Mount Everest that has occurred from that. There's a lot of different fundraisers. Please go to your local churches and civic centers because I'm sure that there's a lot of fundraising going on. However, that fundraising may be getting diverted because we've got some rather terrible news this evening, neighboring city Baltimore. Now, a few months ago, I was actually thinking this kind of shit was going to happen in our own city, or maybe in that city not too down towards Jersey. But no, it wasn't NY and it wasn't the Z. It was Baltimore. We have had a bunch of riots break out this evening, some pretty terrifying stuff going on. It's getting quite violent. They've got the National Guard called in already. Um, and you know what? I totally understand uh, responding similarly, protesting, even getting violent towards perceived corrupt officials. But there's looting going on, fires. There's a seniors' home that's burnt down. Like, come on, guys, direct your attention at the ones that deserve it. Don't take it out on your neighbors. They're just as pissed off as you are. Anyway, it's probably going to get a lot worse down there before it gets any better. All of our hopes are for those that are on the downside of things to get the support they need. And our thoughts and beliefs are with those that are suffering through this trying times. And hopefully, it doesn't get too bad before things get evened out. Um, Kind of a bummer there, I know. Goat and I were discussing this earlier when we got the news because we weren't too sure about what was going to happen. So apologies for bumming you out on the drive out this evening. Let's turn to something a little bit more lighthearted. On the weekend as well, over the Bronx, there was a report of a UFO sighting. That's right, a celestial object was photographed apparently in the firmament above the Bronx. One terrified woman described it as a flying saucer, though like all such reports and photographs, it's not very clear exactly what was seen. So if any of you guys have been in the Bronx area and have seen something suspicious flying in the sky, call in, give us a heads up, tell us what's going on. And if you've got any loved ones in Nepal or Baltimore, please let us know how they're doing, and hopefully you don't get any bad news from all this. So now we're going to play an old song in memory of those that are going through troublesome times, and hopefully that's none of my listeners out there. So Goat and I say have a good night and good luck.